Boom.
I gotta take this off. Is that okay?
What number is it on?
I should put a song on while we.
Yeah.
Where Alio?
He said he wasn't feeling good, but I'd say we message him and say tap in.
It'd be dope to call him while it was live on the air.
Right?
You know, Rich gotta take a nap.
Biggie Smalls is the illest.
Live from Bedford Stuyvesant, the livest one.
Yeah, that.
It's
You can
just
hit
the way you wear it. Just wear it normal. Yeah.
Chemical MCs oxygen they can't breathe, man. Sleep. Wear boxers so my dick can breathe. 45 by my side, lyrical high. Duchess, just smoke like Duchess from the master. Hate the blaster. And the polka dot. Unbelievable. What? Get it, Biggie.
Because all these lights are on.
One second, I moved the file to start the show.
Oh shit!
He sounds we sensitive. I said it. I meant it. Like my cousin, no one.
What was that? Email?
Oh,
It's time.
I think too, yours goes down.
That's dope.
Like yours goes down here.
If you got some speakers, shit will knock your
that's all I'm
speakers,
saying.
right?
Make you feel like you're on a spaceship or some shit.
That shit'll get you on, man, right there.
Yeah,
Oh yes,
bro.
Alio just tapped in too. So
that's dope.
We gotta push some buttons, man. We got a big celebration going on tonight. Peace and love. What's up, everybody? It's the Hella Years podcast. Second episode of the week. We did Puff Daddy last night. We're giving up for Bad Boy Entertainment. Bad Boy. My Bad Boy brothers in the building. We're gonna talk B.I.G. What's up with your filet?
What's up, boy? Night number 2.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
You know?
I'm here with your crew, bro. We've been fucking around before. Yeah, these guys are awesome, bro.
Yeah, we're about to have a lot of fun.
Yeah, this shit about to be off the hook tonight.
Yeah, man, we're going to go all around the country, all around
Literally.
the room right now. We're going to bounce out to Ohio one time. Big Cephas in the building.
What's happening?
What's up?
How you feeling,
Yes,
man? You stayed
sir.
up late. You stayed up late for tonight, man.
Okay.
Man, it ain't nothing. You know, I had a nap. Y'all was talking about naps earlier. Maybe get one in. Oh,
This
hey.
is good.
We were
Oh,
talking
hey.
about naps, man. You're looking good, man. Happy 309
Thank
day,
you,
man. Let's
brother.
bounce
Thank
out to
you,
Las
brother.
Vegas one time. What's up, Juice? What's up, Jason? How you feeling tonight, brother?
Man, I'm blessed. I'm here.
Yeah, man. This is a great occasion. Let's just keep bouncing all around. Let's head to the Bay Area one time. What's up, kid?
Kid.
Hey, kid. Hey, kid.
He was looking at all his fly ass shoes.
Do we need to message him to turn the speakers back on or something?
You lose your
Kid.
Somebody get kid.
Is somebody? Yeah, you. No.
Nope.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, him.
That's him. That's kid. Okay. All right, Choco.
We'll come back to him.
What's happening, y'all?
What's up, Choco? How you feeling, brother?
I'm good, man. I'm happy to see you guys. Very, 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 very happy to see every one of my brothers, man, for sure.
Man, it's a beautiful thing. And then I think Alio's tapped in too, but like he's having a hard time connecting or something. There goes Kid. He just tapped back in. So let's put him
he
on
must
right
be with
there.
Tony Tech.
Can you hear us now, Kid? Are you
I
good?
can.
Nice.
He's back.
What's happening?
Yeah, what's happening, brother? You're looking good, man. Happy 309 day to you.
Happy 309 day, y'all.
You already know, man. We already got some homies around the rest of the world tapping in too, man. The homie Justin Trot saying what's up.
What's
From the other side, you know what I'm saying? He's
What's
talking about that
happening?
new intro. Our brother Big Dante from out there in the 916.
happening?
Of course, my wifey's got to tap in to celebrate for
happening?
309 day, man. You know, it's a good thing, man. So yeah, we're just gonna start adding more and more people to the chat right now. And look at who just joined us as well, man. Alio is in the building.
Hey.
Alio.
A little dark, but all love. 309.
Hey, what's up with you, Alio? How you feeling tonight, brother?
I'm blessed. I am definitely blessed. A little bit under the weather,
Yeah.
dealing with the storms out here, and hanging out with all these kids. But it's good, man. I'm blessed.
Absolutely.
I'm blessed.
Hey, so yeah, Filet was alluding to it. He's like, yeah, man, you hanging out with my old crew tonight, man. This is a good thing.
Yeah, the 309 boys.
So it's 309, and I think I want to go to Kid because I feel like Kid and Jason Juice are they're like the OGs that like got this shit going. So I think I wanna go to start with Kid and just give me a little bit of history if like we were to describe just 309, and then I have Jason in there with you too, man. Just take us back to like how we got started and just the friendship and where that all began.
So it's crazy how a job can really connect a group of people. We all worked at this place called the Warehouse Entertainment, a place where you go and steal music.
Yeah.
Hence why they're no longer around. And it was just a great dynamic amongst us friends, and we just clicked. And it was just an amazing time where everything that we talked about was just we had so much in common, and that's what it was. We liked the same things. We liked some of the same girls. What else is
Whoa.
No, but it was just
Whoa.
it was just a great
Got,
hanging out.
it got real quiet for just a hot second.
It's 8:04, sir. We've been doing this for officially 4 minutes, Rock.
Here's the thing. Just like how it is right now, music gets people together. This place that we worked at, had a ton of music, and that's where we wanted to be. We wanted to surround ourselves with music, with great people, and sell this music to. That's something that we knew, whether we were a part of the music industry or not. Didn't really matter. But just like what you're doing now with this podcast, is bringing people together, and that's what music does. And here we are.
I'm so thankful that even after all these years, because y'all, this is like 96, 97, 98 when we're at the Warehouse. And this is a great time in hip hop too, right?
This
I mean, you think of just everything that was coming out around that time.
Of fucking hip hop.
Yeah, and we're getting them early, and we're getting promo stuff, and we're getting to just connect on this music that, we're all young men just coming into our own and really embracing hip hop. And it was a good time to work at a music store and have access to all of these.
Oh, for sure.
These records. We got shout out Astro too, because there's a seventh member that is not with us tonight because he works real early in the morning. He said he got to be up like at 3 a.m. So we're gonna send a little love to Astro one time. But yeah, man. So 309, that was the number of the Warehouse, right? Store number 309.
Store number.
Yep.
And so it kind of became our clique name, and we ran with that. And it's just something we've always tried to stay connected, and it's been nice. The last couple of years, we've been kind of a group text, and we all check in. And some weeks it's a little more active than others, but we share shoes and we share stories, and just getting to see
pictures.
y'all. Yeah, and we'll get to the pictures in a minute.
You can't wait, huh?
I'll show one real quick. I'll give y'all one picture, man.
Dada. What you know about the Dada hat?
Hey. I'll give y'all one more. Hey.
What you know about the Tommy Boy lanyard?
Hey, we were talking about that earlier.
Them lanyards was hot commodities, bro.
Steve, you remember those? You remember those Tommy Boy lanyards? What do you remember about those, man? Those were hot.
Yeah. Those things was coveted, man. We had to get one, different colors, always rocking it, no matter what. At work, off work. Oh yeah.
Now I see both of y'all got like walls of shoes behind you guys, just going up to the ceiling. My goodness, look at that, Kid and Steepus right now.
That's that man's fault right there. Kid's the one that got me in the shoes.
Boots.
When I moved out there, that's where my paychecks went. Trying to keep up with kids.
What shoes you got on today, Steve?
Fuck, hit the fucking button, Boots.
Fuck your shoe.
Today, let's see. I don't got a shoe cam. I gotta take it off.
Right.
I didn't turn mine on. Shit. Oh
my God.
We know these
boots.
Those are clean.
We know these.
See, these fucking 309 guys. These fucking 309 guys.
I'm not in there.
Oh, little Spider-Verse. I see.
Hold on. Hold on. Oh, you got the We the Best Spies right there.
Oh, these fucking 309 guys.
I'm not in that
the
one.
fucking button, Boots. These fucking 309
Fuck your
guys.
shoes.
I love it.
These
I love
fucking
it.
309 guys. What
Oh
the
man,
fuck,
this is great. There's so many more cameras than I'm used to pushing buttons on right now, y'all.
Puerto Rico. Oye,
Hey, Choco.
Hey.
Vamos a correr.
Hey, shout out to my brother Earl. What's up, Earl? What's up, Ellie? Tapping in, man. It's gonna be a good night. So, I mean, let's do a little talk on Biggie because it's a sad day as far as hip hop history because March 9th, 1997 was the night that Biggie Smalls was murdered in Los Angeles. And, we talked about Puff last night. And honestly, I thought about this after the episode. Like, I really only had a couple of minutes of, like, stuff I wanted to talk about with Puff. Right. I really just want to talk about Biggie.
Yeah.
Because, like, when I think about music and hip-hop, like, my head doesn't just go straight to Puff. It goes, like, Biggie is, like, one of those ones. Right. Even though I'm a West Coast dude.
Right. No, he had a huge impact.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do this just because I see that Cephas is wearing a Biggie shirt, and when we were getting ready for the show and we were playing the Unbelievable, he's rapping like word for word, bar for bar along. So I feel like you could speak on getting the conversation started. Biggie Smalls, his legacy, his place in hip hop. What are your thoughts on that?
Man, I was thinking about it. I remember exactly where I was when I first heard him. I saw the video for Juicy come on when I was at my cousin's house. We were in West Virginia, hanging out at his house, and then this video just came on, and everybody just stopped talking. And we turned and looked at the TV. Big dude, yellow jersey on, just sitting there rapping. We was like, what? And we started listening to what he was saying, and we just started talking about him. The rest of that night, we were just looking it up, trying to find out, who this guy was, asking other people who he was. And that was my first time hearing Big, the Juicy video.
So Juice, hey, what do you remember about
Juice?
Yeah, what do you remember about Big when you were first? You're just a couple years older than us, not by much though. So you're a young man at the time Biggie's coming out. What do you remember about him?
Yeah, so when Big first came out, I mean, I've always been big West Coast hip hop fan, and he was one of those East Coast cats that kind of snuck in to my view, and I wasn't interested in kind of getting down and listening to it, but he had that undeniable talent and voice. He kind of just drew you in, so I got hooked and been hooked ever since.
Mm-hmm. Choco, what do you remember about B.I.G. when you was first hearing him, or your thoughts on the man and his legacy?
The stories. Just the way he told the story, you felt like you were there when you listened to Big talk about that shit. Like, yeah, bro, like he really got the rope and told a bitch to fucking call him and tell him some other shit. Like that story to tell joint, bro, I never. You can't tell me there's 10 better songs than that in the world. You can't tell me that. And that's not even his best song.
Right. I always like the line, a T-bone steak, cheese, eggs, and Welch's grape.
Great.
That's honestly though, that's like a bar, man. That's some good, like that's some good shit right there.
He
Filet,
kept it
man. Like, what are your thoughts
really
on Biggie,
real.
man? Yeah.
Again, like for a lot of my consumption of East Coast hip hop came via videos, and his videos captured me. And of course, like, came with this video in particular.
Right, like what Cephas was just talking about.
This shit captured me.
Right.
Like engulfed me. And of course, for West Coast dudes, the box immediately. This shit was getting ran up. Like, we was going to other people's house, running this shit up on their house. You feel me? We was from the hood. Like, we was going to other niggas' houses, running Biggie up on their house. Like, on the box. Like, bro, you know what I mean? Not even at your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro,
because then you have to pay on the box.
Yes, you did. So that's why you go to the little female house.
Yeah.
And, you feel me? You go to the little trick hour. You go to the little buster house. You go running up at their house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, when their mama ain't home.
Exactly. During the day. And you just run they shit up. You watch this shit like 30 times in a row.
Yeah.
That's the shit I was doing.
Kid, what do you remember about Big at the time? Or even just this song, this Juicy, that video, just the energy of Biggie when he's coming out?
Man, it's just it was definitely a radio banger. When you heard it in a club, it was just like, yeah, time to two-step.
You had to grab you some.
One thing that's great is also that he's an amazing storyteller as well too.
Yeah, that's like what Choco was saying. The dude just got ridiculous bars. Paints a great picture. You know what I'm saying? Alio, when you think about Big, man, I know you're feeling a little under the weather. I appreciate you tapping in with us, but man, you was there, right there with us. Biggie, what do you think about the man?
Hands down, one of the top lyricalists that can just flow. At that time, I mean, it was 97, 90, 96, 97, 98. Man, when I'm from the East Coast. I'm from the West Coast, but I ended up liking a lot of the East Coast stuff anyway. But when Biggie came out, and then his energy, his being overweight had nothing to do with the way when he came out and he spoke, his physical appearance had nothing to do with it. And
right.
It was just, man, that was just like speaking the way he spoke, the vision that he had, and putting it into words was hard to come by at those times. And even I think nowadays you don't get a lot of that. And then compared at that moment with the rivalry that was happening with the West Coast, I think it just elevated him more because he just kept on stepping it up with Tupac, right? You got to throw Tupac in there. When you talk Biggie, you have to throw Tupac.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get to a little Tupac
conversation
tonight.
But
we
at
have
that
to.
moment,
Absolutely.
he was just rising and rising and rising. And Biggie, man, to me, I love Biggie, man. He was dope, just amazing.
My wife said Biggie always had a way of putting stuff where like he could say some nasty ass shit in the nicest way.
Yeah. I mean, he had to, because it wasn't like the dude was hella good looking or nothing.
Right, exactly.
He just had to have mouthpiece.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, my wife's like, Biggie always could say like the nastiest shit in the nicest way. And most rappers can't do that.
Yeah. All right, so let's do this. I want to go around a little bit and just ask a little bit about maybe people's favorite like big record. If you get to pick one big record all time, you get. Don't think about it too much. So sorry, Juice. I'm putting you on the spot first, but like you get one big record. What is it?
To be honest, I like his verse off of Young G's.
On the No Way Out.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Jay on it too. Yeah, hell yeah, man.
Combination, anything with him and Jay on it was always fire.
That's a fact.
All right, kid, you're up. You get one big song. What do you pick?
Suicide thoughts.
Oh, that's what you was talking about on that Ready to Die. We're gonna have to talk too, because I think we got more votes for Ready to Die than we do for Life After Death. Because we'll just have to see. But you know, you got the Ready to Die hat on. Choco, you get one pick. What is it, brother?
Oh, mine is. I already said it. Story to tell, hands down.
Yeah, for sure. Cephas, you get a pick. What's your one big song?
Man, just one? Big song.
It makes
Like
it tough though.
Hypnotize, man. Like Hypnotize. I remember when that dropped. I mean, that one kid was talking about the radio and stuff in the clubs. When that dropped in the clubs, Hypnotize. I mean, the people, the energy in there and the way the people went crazy.
Yeah, that's a stupid record right there. That's
Yeah.
a dumb one. That's a dumb
Bring
one
back
right
the
there.
memories.
You know, for like you get one pick. What is it?
Fuck, unbelievable, bro.
Okay, that's a good record too.
It's one of my favorite songs.
Alio, you got a pick for me? You get one big song. What is it?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the underground that I heard that I can't remember because it's been so long. But I mean, if one has to come out, going back to Cali, I like going back to Cali.
Yeah, that's a great
It's a
record
good
too.
record too. See, that's what I'm saying. It's so fucking hard.
Yeah, and like I struggle because I go back and forth between like the go to Juicy or Big Papa or
Juicy.
even like the One More Chance remix, right? Like
One More
those
Chance.
are
Ooh,
One More
classics.
Chance.
That's one. That's one.
Oh, I might have to go
That's
with the
one.
One More Chance
One More Chance
remix.
remix.
shit's
I love that
That's
one.
one.
That shit
It's
is
just the
hard.
picture that he painted for me and got a story to tell, bro. Like, and it was just such a gangster fucking way he put it. Like the way he was talking, his shit was like the realest shit ever. Like, I don't know, some fucking New York nigga. Like what?
Hey, you know that was supposed to be, I think, John Starks that he was talking about in that one.
You're
It
I
right.
really
heard
went down.
From the New
heard
York
that.
Knicks? The old basketball player?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Word
I did
is.
not know that.
Yeah, it
heard
really
that.
went down like that.
All right, so hold on. Who do we got?
joining us?
I think Maintain is joining us too.
Maintain's here.
Yeah, man. I saw he's holding his phone the wrong way too, though, man.
Oh,
Maintain, you gotta hold your phone sideways, bro. Oh, he signed off. See, now I gotta push all the buttons again.
oh, fuck.
Yeah, I wasn't as prepared. Like you gotta like make templates of all these little things with all the cameras. So I'm just keep clicking all these little plus signs right now. But that's fine.
Man,
It's
we
working.
doing,
So
we
Oh,
doing
there
it.
he is. Is that him?
there you go. There you go. All right. Let's assign him to number 6. And then let's God damn it, I did it again.
Hey.
Yeah, maintain. Yeah, maintain. All right, let's just start.
He's
Y'all just
here.
have to put up with this all these buttons that I'm pushing and stuff
Like
right
that
now,
hoodie.
man. All right. Okay.
What's happening?
There we go.
Appreciate it, man.
Hey, maintain. What's up, brother?
Oh man, quick tap in with y'all real quick, man. I'm about to have dinner with my youngest real quick, and it was 3:09 night. I was letting y'all thug it out, but I still wanted to say hello.
Yes, sir, man.
What's up?
There it
Appreciate you,
is.
brother. Yes,
That's what it
sir.
is, man. So
Yeah,
I'm
Domino
roll
saying
me a
what's up
quick
too.
joint real
Y'all know
quick.
he's our neighborhood producer here. Domino,
up,
part of the Hella
Domino?
Years family.
Yeah,
All
what's
right,
happening, bro?
all right. So by show of hands, we're gonna pick. I already know some of y'all are gonna pick Ready to Die, but if you get to pick one big project, because really there's only 2. I'm not gonna count duets. I'm not gonna count Born Again. We got Ready to Die and we got Life After Death. How many votes are for Ready to Die?
Life after death.
Life After Death.
I like
Yeah,
that.
I'm
I
going
like
with
that.
I'm
life
on Life
after
After
death.
Death
Hey,
too.
we split it 4-4. That's not too bad.
Really?
That's
Oh,
not
very
bad.
fine.
That's what's up.
Yeah, this one though, man. I just feel like,
A double CD.
oh man, dude, come
That's a
on.
good. That's a
It
good.
was fire.
Bro,
I'm not gonna say
listen.
it was weak. It wasn't. Obviously, it wasn't weak.
Right.
But
But Jesus
that's
Christ, like Diddy's Diddy too. You guys talked about it last night. Did he know what he was doing?
Yo,
Oh yeah.
Man, they
so
picked up the story perfect on Life After Death, and that's why I like it so much. You feel me? Plus, you do get 2 CDs, but like he just kept telling that same story from the first one. You feel me? There's not a huge difference between the two. if you listen to them back to back and close your eyes, you don't know which one you're listening to.
Right. I was saying that about him. I was saying that
Hey,
about him before he jumped on.
Maintain. We was talking about this. A few of the fellas were just saluting Big storytelling. As an MC, what are your thoughts
Right.
on just his storytelling? If you could share with us.
Oh, he in that slick Rick category. You know what I mean? Like he's
Uh,
definitely one of the best for sure. And I really like. I feel like most of Big's records were stories. Not that he wasn't being honest and from the gut. That was just the way he presented his artistry and his bars. So he was always crafting something in there full of detail and you know what I mean, make you stop and listen shit.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, I don't know. There's just so much to talk about and unpack when it comes to Biggie, right?
Right.
Is he one of, yes, he's one of the greatest of all time.
Obviously.
Is he any of you guys here with us tonight? Is he anybody's number one?
number one.
Number one.
That's kind of hard to say. Number one.
Right.
He's in my
I
top
mean,
favorite from just New York.
fuck your list.
Yes, God.
I just wanted to
Definitely up there.
You just wanted an excuse to use that one time.
pretty
love
much.
him.
I mean, is he top 3?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Does
Ever?
he sit
Mm.
ever?
Yes.
If I'm not being biased,
Yes.
I'm not being biased, absolutely.
Right. You have what? Who?
If I'm
Well,
not being biased, but I am biased.
Right.
Okay.
But again, fellas, we're basing this off of 2 albums.
Right, bro. And I don't think like I think it's wrong to put him in that conversation like that.
It's
You know
tough,
what I
right?
mean?
Because I mean, if he would have
didn't
had
get
the
enough time
opportunity,
He don't got the
kick his
body of
feet
work,
like
right?
that.
yeah. Did you
And then
know?
it's disrespecting those that are still alive. You feel me? They
Right.
got to do great things and be influenced by him.
Yeah, I feel you on that. But now
So do we put him in a special category?
Yes.
I think so.
I
Yeah.
I mean,
not?
but everything he touched. I mean, there's not a lot of downfall.
Right.
There's not much.
That's what
There's
I'm
not much he
saying.
touched that didn't turn into gold. I mean,
Right.
just he
That's
had that.
true.
He had that touch. So I mean, you got to put him in that category, and just
Right.
there wasn't something that you listen to and you'd be like, oh, that Biggie on that one, he was whack. You just don't hear
Right.
that.
No, there's none of that.
Hey, kid, do you know how old Biggie was when he passed? He was 20 something.
6
Was
or
he
8.
in that 25 club?
4 or
24,
5,
25. Like he was young. He was. I think he was even younger than Pac. Honestly.
I think he was.
Yeah, he was younger
25?
than Pac.
They all in
Yeah.
that 25 club, right?
Yeah, man.
24 to be
no,
exact.
24. Because I think he.
24.
Okay.
So I mean, let's brainstorm a little history. What we do know on the man, right? Because I think he was born in May of '72. So yeah, that would have, if it was '97, he would have been 24, right? And he was born in Brooklyn, right? And I don't know much about his dad. Obviously, I know he was raised by his mom, and I know he got his nickname
May
for being
21st.
May 21st. That's when he was born.
1972.
Yep, 72. So
Brooklyn.
he was a big kid, and that's why they called him Big. Like he got that nickname as a kid. That wasn't just like something.
Biggie
puffed in.
Smalls.
Well, he got
Biggie Smalls first.
No, he wasn't. He was Big first. He got Biggie Smalls like when he was like, I don't know, 12, 13, 14, and he started
Okay.
selling crack. And there was a movie. I watched a little something about this. It was like in the 70s or something. And there's a character in there and they called him Biggie Smalls. And so then he adopted that and started going by Biggie Smalls. And then I believe he got arrested a few times and then he went to jail, right? Am I right on that? Do y'all know that? I think he went to jail. Pretty
I
sure.
don't know, crazy big.
Nah, he did like I don't know, 8-9 months or something in like North Carolina or something,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
He was locked up. And I think during that time, and he had been arrested, I think he had a pistol or something, and then he got violated on that. And then whatever, he got caught up on a crack charge or something.
Yeah,
And
you're
so
right. It happened in 91.
Yeah, and
Since
then I think
278 Mod 8 got me straight, not able to move behind them great steel gates.
see, there you go. Thank you,
Hey.
sir.
Yeah.
And I think probably those 9 months while he was locked down, I wonder what like Big was thinking about. I mean, he comes out and starts making the demo, and then I think he gets it. Is it The Source? Was he in the Unsigned Hype? Who knows about that one? Like I feel like he
Yeah.
was.
It was unsigned hype for sure.
It was for sure
Okay.
Unsigned Hype.
Yeah, he was.
That's what that Raider gear on.
100%. Like that's what catapulted him. Like they knew about him before that, but that's when we all knew about him. If you was checking for it at that time, the source was everything.
Right.
The source was everything. Like as far as the
Feel
whole
like the best magazine.
So when we saw that, we were like, who? Now we checking. Now we trying to be like, all right, where's this at? Where's that at?
Right. Yeah, the Source magazine was the shit though.
Bro.
Wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, you judged everything on them 5 mics.
What did
Bro,
who knows?
Have it.
Of course, you were certified.
5 mics.
What did Ready to Die get?
You would go platinum before you went platinum.
That's
Right.
a good question. What did Ready to
Hey,
Die
Ready?
get?
It was up there. It might have got all 5. Can't quote me.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Somebody gonna do a Google? I'll do a Google real quick.
I'm pretty sure.
4.5 mics.
The first one got 5.
Okay.
Nah, 4.5.
See,
No way.
5 on the first one.
It said it got 4.5.
this
Yeah.
funny, y'all, because I know
Yeah,
I had to
right.
bring up that line a little bit ago. I'm gonna put the little comment from Wifey back up. She was like, "Is anyone gonna talk about how the T-bone steak, cheese, eggs, and Welch's grape is the least sexiest meal to have before you get it on?" That's a good point. It truly is.
I think
All right, so-
if you're smoking or not. If you've been smoking, it's perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm.
It sounded like a
Especially
drunk
after you
meal.
get-
He was coming out the club, you feel me? And he was big. He was gonna be serious about what he wanted to eat. If you couldn't make this happen, don't come kick it with me. I'm going
Pretty
to.
much.
You feel me?
Oh, that's hella funny.
Well, it sounds like a
Give me no
Denny's
other
meal.
fucking grape. I want
4.5,
Welch's
I thought
grape.
it would have been 5. I thought it would have got a 5 from the source.
It didn't get a 5. That's crazy.
You got 4.5.
But you know what?
Yep.
To be fair, the
They didn't
source
give
was
a lot of
always
5s.
very
They did not
Yeah.
give a lot of 5s back then.
I wouldn't give it a
They were
5.
Very stingy with the 5.
No, they were
I-
What
very
about Life
stingy
After
with it.
Death?
I give it
What'd
4
that
and a
get?
half.
4.5.
4.5. I would give Ready to Die a 4 and Life After Death a 4.5.
I'm with you on that.
Damn.
Ripping right in the boots.
Because I don't know. I think Life After Death could have been one album with like 18, 19 songs on it. Because I think some shit on there is like, there's a few for me.
What?
I'm just being honest with y'all.
That could have not been on there.
A few. I also like albums with a lot of songs on them too, but I also love the double album because like All Eyes on Me and like Wu-Tang Forever,
Wu-Tang,
Life
yeah.
After
Wu-Tang
Death.
Forever and All Eyes on Me also
Southwest
hit
Right.
way
We
different.
got
Yeah.
double. We thought we was doing something.
Yeah,
Element of surprise.
Element of Surprise.
Surprise.
I did not like the Bone Art of War double one.
That shit sucked.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it was a sucky food, but you feel me?
That's
I
one
like
from
I like
Bone
how
with
I
it,
like
but
how
do that.
I like how Choco said what?
We walked out.
Whatever.
Bone
You know how
Thugs and
excited I
Harmony's
was
best
when I
song
found
was-
out Bone was on Life After Death?
Oh, let's talk.
Man,
Let's talk.
I
That
went
song
crazy.
is hard. That
Let-
song
let's
is
talk
hard.
about that
Yo, 'cause
record.
Biggie Records is the
All
one.
them
with
dangerous,
Bone.
ain't too many can bang with us.
Yes.
Straight up, we know
Straight up, we
angel
know
us.
Angel Dust.
Label us notorious.
Notorious. Thug ass niggas that love the bus. It's strange to us. Come on.
Hey,
Y'all niggas be scrambling, gambling.
That was going
Biggie
crazy.
went crazy. We didn't even know Biggie could rap like that until he hopped
Right.
on.
Exactly.
Right. He stole their whole flow, but he was going crazy on that one.
He went crazy on that.
Hey, and it takes forever for the song to start too. It's like a 24 bar intro.
Right.
They just build the
They were
drums
not
up. They're like,
playing.
nah, add the little snare. Now add the little hi hats, and then do a little more ad libs. This song still ain't
What
started.
it is like,
I'm here
they
for
would've
it.
did a lot of music together. Just off of this one moment, there would have been so much Bone and Biggie. That'd have been crazy. You might have got a whole album out of that.
The song still ain't started.
Right.
I mean, the rapping.
Right.
Hey.
Busy go crazy on that intro without
Riding
Busy
around
right
with
there,
the
though.
barrel listening to this shit.
Oh, that shit is ridiculous.
That shit
man.
is ridiculous.
Waiting
That's a
for him to
very
start
good
rapping.
record.
And we
All right.
almost
You can roll up
halfway
a
to Sun
whole
Valley.
good one real quick.
Rapping.
It's about here. We're a minute and 12 seconds in.
All dangerous. Ain't too many kill pain with us. Straight up, we no angel dust. Label us notorious. Thug ass niggas that love the bus. It's strange to us. Y'all niggas be scrambling, gambling. At restaurants with mandolins and violins. We just sitting here trying to win, trying not to sin. High off weed and oxygen. So much smoke need oxygen. Steadily counting them Benjamins. Nigga, you should too. If you knew what this game would do to you. Been in this shit since 92. Look at all the bullshit I've been through. So-called beef with you know who. Female stars are too. Then I'm blue like niggas blue like Mike. Shit, not to be fucked with.
Hey, I'm just gonna say this. That was a cold way to say Tupac in a line.
You know who?
He did it multiple times, bro.
Yeah, but that one line where he say so-called beef with you know who, that was a nice bar.
I really
when he say if Faye had twins, she probably had two Pacs.
Two Pacs.
You did it.
No.
Pac. That was the one though. But let's also talk about how Pac got a song with Bone at the same time, and it was just exactly as crazy.
Right. No,
Sure was.
Matter of fact, isn't that on Art of War?
Yeah, we were actually talking about that before we got started, right?
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, Filet. I'm gonna have you get us started on the Pac and Big conversation,
right,
and just how you feel about that. Where you like two of the all-time greats of hip hop,
right,
gone within a year of each other. The biggest beef known to hip hop, arguably, that ended as tragically as it could, whether they were connected or not.
Right.
Both of those men lost their lives to murder.
Right.
And they talked a lot about getting murdered and murdering each other. And that's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker. The hardest line.
Get money.
Ever. But start the conversation on that right there.
Well, fuck, man. Like that, I think that beef itself ignited like this whole thing between the East Coast and West Coast, that it sparked this thing that I don't think anyone saw coming. I don't think anyone saw the repercussions or the fallout that was going to come behind it. I don't think, Suge, I don't think Puffy, I don't think any of Snoop or Dre or anybody, the Dog Pound, Junior Mafia, Little Kim, I don't think anybody saw the fallout that was going to come behind this, whether it was organized or not.
Right.
It caused a major catastrophe in hip hop where we lost two of the greats that we no longer got music from. We no longer got their versions of the story of what happened to them. And we basically all got kind of left hung out to dry.
Do you think at some point they would have reconciled?
I believe.
I would hope so, because they were both young 20s.
Yes.
And I was a dumb fuck at that time.
Of course. And I think that Pac was smarter and had a bigger agenda for black and brown and artists in general, because I think he knew what the record labels were up to, because Pac had been through the ringer already. Big hadn't.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I think we hit on that last night a little bit, just on how the deals that Puff dealt out to his artists were fucked. And I think Big was on the fucked up deal.
Right.
At the end of the day.
Choco, how you feel about just the whole Pac and Big relationship, and what comes to your mind?
The funny thing is, at the time on the West Coast, I was telling one of my young people not too long ago that we used to be at house parties throwing up the West Side with nobody from the East Side in the party. Like, we were really who right now, nobody. That's how Pac made you feel.
Yeah.
when you heard Big, you had to stop and be like, wait a minute. Okay. This dude sounds like he know what he talking about too, though.
He does. Now,
you know what I'm saying? So it's a weird place, because on the West Coast, it was really Tupac was everything on
right.
I remember that a lot about you, Juice. I remember just man, you rode for Pac. You were down for Pac, and we were all down for Pac. But I remember you fucked with Tupac. How did you feel about when they were beefing and how that whole thing unfolded about?
Now again, it's crazy because, like you said, I'm always an enormous Pac fan from the beginning. But Big's talent and his skill and the way his delivery was just undeniable. It's clear that dude had something that you had to listen to. Just gravitate to everything that dude was talking about. So it would be hard to have hip hop without Big in it. And so I appreciate both of those voices, and would have appreciated being able to hear them kind of grow and evolve and watch where their lives would have went. I think that would have been important to have an opportunity to give them a chance to reconcile. I think it would have meant a lot to Black and brown people altogether. So sad that we didn't get that opportunity. Sad we didn't get to see the evolution of where the directions could have gone.
Yeah, absolutely. What are your thoughts on it, Cephas?
Kind of the same, man. I echo the same. It was it even though it was a lot of beef, it brought out some good music. It kind of did kind of teach us, even though we know the ending. It kind of taught us a lesson going forward. Though they were martyrs to kind of teach what not to do. How to handle situations a little bit smarter, and how it's a business and how it's hip hop, and kind of keep them a little bit separate from what the media and people say, and how things can get blown up. I think it's a powerful lesson. That's how I see it.
I feel that. I do like that you did say it did bring about a couple of good records. And I
it
wonder,
did.
Kid, if you want to start a conversation, I want to talk about 2 records real quick. The first one being Who Shot Ya, and the second one being Hit 'Em Up. So, ooh, yeah, those are ooh, man. And it's tough because people got murdered, whether it was connected or not.
People got murdered.
Nah, this Who Shot Ya record isn't about Tupac. Really?
And still to this day, when I play one, I gotta play the other right after it. I gotta hear them both.
I'm just saying. So, Kid, man, start that conversation on either of those records, I guess. Your thoughts on those as diss records in hip hop.
Well, here it is. It's like a boxing match. It's like a wrestling match. There's always somebody behind something that's going to instigate it, right? Because that's what makes money. People like controversy. People like the whole beef. So there's always miscommunication and misconceptions when it comes to battling each other. So like Steve said, it came out, people came out with some great records, but there's always somebody behind something that's going to create it. So food for thought.
Interesting. Maintain, man. Your thoughts on either of the records, both of the records, just they are great diss records, man. They are fucking fantastic records. What do you think about those?
So those records are important to hip hop. I think what had to happen to them was the media's fault. If you want me to be 100% honest, we got to take accountability as individuals, as human beings, Black, brown people, white people, all the shit. But the media get away with doing funky ass shit and instigating. So when you want to look to who instigated that situation, that's the media. They both said it out their mouth before they died. This is not an East Coast, West Coast beef. There was East Coast and West Coast people inside of each camp at the same fucking time that they're flooding, you feel me, the consumers' brain with the bullshit. So it's the same thing we live with the internet now. Nothing's really changed. You know what I'm saying?
That's agreed.
No, it's like it was saying,
great music, for sure.
Yeah.
Super great music.
But
hip hop needs the battles. The battles is hip hop. You know what I mean? Whether it's a DJ battling or not. Or an MC.
What you think, Ville?
I know Hit 'Em Up still fucking. I know motherfuckers still listen to that song right now, and they be like, man, fuck Pac.
For sure.
It is the hardest intro,
because I listened to Who Shot Ya, quite a few times, before we, did this, the show and shit, and it's a fucking very good record, and he's getting that.
But it doesn't hurt your feelings like Hit 'Em Up.
No,
Hit 'Em Up hurts your
feelings, bro. Fuck no. Fuck no. Hit 'Em Up hurts your fucking feelings.
Anytime somebody says first off when they start a sentence, fuck your bitch and your click you name is in my mind or coming out my mouth.
Right. Motherfuckers is still listening to that record right now, and they're fucking still shitting on Pac's name. Like,
Yeah, I feel you. Where does Junior Mafia and Lil Kim and all that fit into this conversation?
They
have a place, right?
Of course, but I think they just got, it's sad because I think they got kind of left on the sideline.
It was curious to me that Junior Mafia is Biggie's clique, and it didn't come out on Bad Boy. Like Puff didn't sign that and put that out.
Big was like, I got to get y'all own money, y'all own bag. Love Junior Mafia and everything they did, but Hit 'Em Up is definitely one of those records that affected the future, and we've seen that happen with many records and crews, and that's what hip hop does, right? You feel what I mean?
Yeah, let me ask you. Let's go. I want to go to my brother Alio real quick because your energy and your love for the world right now and the place that you're in. I just find it real inspiring and just as a man and just what you walk every day and what you preach and what you talk about. I think you're in a real good place to share just your thoughts on like the tragedy and the sadness of seeing, the business side of beef and of people that, were going at each other and not really having the chance to be mentored or taught. And a lot of sadness, a lot of pain happened because of that. And I'm just wondering, like, from you and where you sit, like, just some words of wisdom or what you think we can learn from that you could share, with our younger generation.
Where I'm at now, completely different. As you guys know, when I was in '97, graduating, knucklehead, didn't know anything. And when I reflect back on the rivalry that happened at that moment from a business standpoint, I can see why the media did what it did. I can see why you had to pick. I mean, I picked at that moment too. I was all about Pac, but then when Biggie would play, I danced
good
to that
records,
too.
yeah, for sure.
I danced to that too. Growing up now, and I think I'm a little bit more mature. The rivalry is just, man, it's a joke. I mean, it brings out, it can bring out some good, but it ultimately brings out very negative and ugliness in us, because then the rivalry, instead of appreciating one another's talents and demographics and the way somebody looks and the way somebody speaks or where they came from, instead of appreciating that, we find it either insulting or we find it intimidating, and then we dig down deeper in the ugly space that we have, and we reach in for that and we get that, and then we use that ugliness to try to overcome that rivalry, and then that, as you can see in real life, that'll kill. And when it comes to murder, death, or all that, that's just a sad situation. There is good rivalry for sure. You got to be able to combat with some other people, and you got to be able to see where you're at in comparison to where somebody else is at. And if you want to be able to to challenge them or challenge somebody and try to make it in life, you definitely can. I mean, if you guys all don't know, maybe some of you guys know, I gave my life to Christ when I met my wife, and that challenge now is not, I kind of don't care for it, really. I mean, I want to be able to encourage as much as I can. I want to be able, but at the end of the day, it's reflected on me,
right?
And what I give out. And so, if somebody's doing better than me, great, good for you. I hope that gives you what you want. But me, I think that I don't always say that because I'm trying to please a higher power. And so if I wish that good on you, yes, I wish that good on you. I try to bless you as much as I can by just praising your accomplishments, like this podcast and what you guys are doing in your everyday. But to me, it's giving my life to to Yeshua, and the rivalry that happened at that moment. Although I was involved with it very little because I appreciated it. I loved hip hop, or I don't love it as much as I used to. It's a sad situation when that happens. I don't mean to be a downer, but I mean I'm just saying.
But it is though, and I look at all of us on this screen right now, and the fact that we're all still here and that we're breathing and that we have the opportunity to still share our love and wish goodness upon each other. It's like I'm at this place in my life that I'm just very grateful.
Yeah.
And
Right.
when I think back on those years, like the concept of gratitude, it was so much ego. It was fun times, absolutely, but
There was a lot of ego.
there's been
involved
so
with
much growth since then.
Yeah.
And it's sad that Pac and Big never had that chance. And still, I mean, a lot of hip hop is competition, right? Like that is,
Hey, but there's this stuff for
you-
Big and Pac, for example. They left us music. Their music has saved people's lives. You feel what I mean? Their music saves people's lives and saves other people's lives that people are coming across and don't know that this music is preventing me from doing what I want to do. So we got to remember that everybody's here for a reason and everything happens for a reason. You know what
absolutely.
I mean? We can't just be like, oh, I'm sad they're gone because I don't get no more music. Fuck that shit. You got to go listen to what they left you. You know what I mean? And appreciate that.
Yeah, I appreciate the music you've been making every week too. Maintain. Let's drop that new one real quick.
Let's go.
Domino.
Not the one for bullshit, way too old for it. Ganged up like a poker chip, smooth like grits, smoking grits, pack bros in my flip. Or some academic storks, I ain't fucking with you dorks in my own lane. Never off course, of course, I maintain. In the diamond line, two to the face like mess on a motherfucking quest, like a Bedford Stuyvesant bag. Cough up a lung, you know where I'm from, California sun. Under California sun, the showers glass at Jamaican worm like one. For Notorious, rule numero uno. I'm a dope rhyme player, microphone motivator, never know where the stash at.
Yeah, that's what's up right there, man. Hey, I appreciate
Hey,
that.
check it out though.
I appreciate you got wifey on that, man. That was real cool, man.
Thank you, sis. That's where I was going with it, man. She showed up for me twice this week. You know what I mean? Domino continues to do his thing. You know, Infamous, Ghost, Jose, everybody plays their part each week. I appreciate it, man.
Bro, that thing looks so
but yeah.
crispy, bro. That thing
That
is
shit was
dope.
We're having a good time, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I'm gonna get it out of here, man, and go eat, man. My kid got this food pulling up, but I appreciate this, man. I'm glad I tapped in. It's dope to see people with friends of hella years. You know what I mean? As we are. It's a beautiful thing. One love, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
All right, there we'll sign Maintain off one time. Yeah, man. So we still got a few minutes left before we wrap this whole thing up and call it another year for 309. It's crazy, man.
Plus one.
That's
a lot. It's a blessing.
Ain't nobody gonna talk about the after parties at Boots and Courtney's. Nobody, huh?
Oh, we ain't gonna bring that up.
Hold on. I'm gonna give it to you one time, Cephas. What do you
No,
recall
don't give
about
it
some
to
of
me. Don't give it to me. Let's talk about it.
Oh shit! That must have been where that one picture came from.
Wait, which?
Oh no!
That must be where that one picture came
Y'all
from.
with these pictures, man.
Oh,
Hey, there were certainly some events and some fun nights.
y'all gotta show that one picture, bro. Put it out there, bro.
Which one?
Y'all must have been after one of y'all parties, bro. I'm
It was
just saying.
definitely fun.
Hey, real
I'm
talk.
just saying. This must have been after. I'm just saying. This has to been after one of y'all parties.
Come on,
After
bro.
one of the 309 parties.
Are we gonna do it?
Yeah, bro. This is after one
Are
of
we
y'all
gonna do
309
it?
Look at y'all out there, bro. Oh my
Hey,
God.
bro.
Look at y'all.
Real talk though.
Oh my God,
Real
bro.
talk.
Come on, bro. Put the
Your
picture
nipples was out, bro.
Yeah,
Oh
we
my
put it back
God.
up one time.
Look
Look
at
at
that
y'all, bro.
picture.
Let it be
Oh
known.
my God.
Let
Don't
it
smoke
be
is fully clothed.
Photoshop that.
Oh
Yeah.
my
If
God, bro.
Instagram was out then, I would have had hella followers.
Hey, look at how fresh we look like with all our giant shit on too, though.
Nah,
Here.
that's fly, bro. With the
Take
little
that
beds.
That's the one. I got that
Hey.
picture up in my shoe.
that away.
Hey, girls used to steal those pictures.
exactly.
Indeed.
That was a big.
Seriously. Girls used to steal those pictures.
I used to
Yep.
sign the
Those
pictures with
those
my
were
phone
a
numbers
hot
on them.
commodity.
Hell
Real
Yeah.
talk. Everybody wanted them.
Hey, no bullshit. No bullshit. We had little wallet-sized ones like you get. When you get your pictures from school and you get the different sizes. We had the wallet-sized ones to hand out to motherfuckers like there. Here you go.
Hey,
Put
hey,
that
hey,
shit
real
in your
talk.
wallet.
List
Hey,
for the wallet.
how much did we
Oh
spend
my
on that
God.
Giants gear though?
I'm gonna refrain
talk
from
about
talking
that.
about that one.
How much did we
Hey.
spend
I
on
don't know
that
Nah.
nothing
Giants
about
gear?
nothing.
I got my jersey
talk about
I paid cash at a Giants game, so that's where I got my jersey from.
Yeah. That's
How much were those Timberland boots, Juice?
It was
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all was on a mission. I can
Nah, we
already
was just
tell.
having a good time, man.
Of course.
Yeah.
Take them all.
We bartered with our pictures. That's what it was.
That's
That's
exactly
correct.
what y'all was doing. Bartering with y'all pictures.
Yeah. If we go back to those years at the Warehouse 309, I'm just curious, like what we talked about big tonight, but I'm gonna throw out one album, and I'm curious if any of y'all have one that you remember specifically being real excited about working there at the time. Mine was Wu-Tang Forever. Like I was, you guys know, I was so into Wu-Tang, and when that album, that double CD was coming, and there was like those promo, like little, the size of like a record, like those little, I don't know what you call them, those little flats or those little cards. Getting anything promo that had Wu-Tang or W on it. Oh my God, I was so excited to be working at a music place when Wu-Tang Forever was coming. Any albums that you guys remember from that time when we were working there?
Damn.
Man, it was a lot of big ones, man. I remember Erykah Badu album came out and dropped.
Oh,
Hell of people was coming by for that.
Dude, yes.
Wow.
Yeah, I recall that one. What about you, kid? Anything come to mind?
A bunch of, I think it was Outkast. Actually, it was like Brooks and Dunn. Actually, I think that was
Oh,
the
yeah,
first
nah.
album where,
Brooks and Dunn.
yeah, there was a line out the fucking door for Brooks and Dunn. I think that's,
Nah.
yeah, that was the shit
That
right there.
AP Aliens, though, yeah, that
AT
was
Aliens.
that
Everything
was nice.
Outkast.
I remember
That
one
was
time I
nice.
was working there one night, and this dude, I think his name was Dumaka or Duraka, and Kyrie from Young Black Brother came through. And like they were promoting some album, I forget which one, but I was so excited to see Kyrie. Like, oh man, that's the YBB producer. It was so cool. There was just a lot of memories from that place, Like there was,
Amazing.
it was just a real fun time, and we met a lot of people, got to be around each other as, like we said, young men just getting out of high school, coming into their own. You know what I'm saying? From different parts of the country, all just connecting, man. I look back on those years, and I'm super thankful and grateful for each and every single one of you.
And Choco didn't even have an employee number. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Hey, fuck that. I'm the only non-employee 309er.
he still had to come pick up the drop though. So
Like a day or two, or like a couple hours or something to make him
Right?
official.
real,
I think it was the official. You worked
I think
one day,
real quick,
one day
we'll go around the room real quick. I'm gonna start with you, Filet, just one time, and then I'm gonna throw it around to the 309 brothers. But closing thoughts for the night, my man.
Oh man, just good to be here on night number 2. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just keep trucking.
Keep trucking.
Keep trucking.
I'm feeling that right there. Alio, I'm gonna go to you first, my brother, man. Closing thoughts for the night.
Amazing. Thanks for having us on. Thanks for having me on. Peace and grace to all you guys. I appreciate you. I really do. Pray for you guys on the constant. Wish just much blessings and safety for all of you guys. I really appreciate being on here, man. It was dope.
Absolutely, man. Let's take it to Ohio one time, man. See if it's
Yes, sir.
staying up late for us, man. I appreciate that.
Oh man, it's nothing. It's nothing. Yeah, man. I mean, the Warehouse, man, that was one of the few places that, I worked at a lot of places. One of the few places that I looked forward to going to, like having fun there, kicking it, staying late after work hours and stuff, kicking it, lifelong friendships, man. This is what it's about, man. Appreciate having me up here with y'all, yo.
Absolutely. Choco. Hey, Stressmatic's tapping in too, saying peace. What's up, Maddox? Y'all go check out his latest single, man. He's on everything, man. But
everything.
Come outside,
that
man.
pen game strong.
Yeah. Choco, man. Closing thoughts for the night, brother.
I think following up what you said, actually, thankful and grateful, man. I'm thankful and I'm grateful for all of you guys, for the friendships that we've had for all these years. I'm thankful for being alive still. You know what I'm saying?
Talk.
Real talk.
A lot of us didn't make it for real. So I'm grateful and thankful for every one of you guys, every last one of you guys. Love, straight up.
Appreciate it. Juice, closing thoughts for the night, my brother.
Man, thank you for having us. Much appreciated. You already know I got major love for all of y'all. Y'all are way more than friends. Y'all are my brothers. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Y'all impact and effect on my life. Man, that's a whole nother story. But thank you guys. Appreciate y'all, and happy 309.
Yes, sir. Kid, man, you gotta be ready to take us home, brother.
So back in the days, Warehouse days, 309 days was one of the most healthiest times of my life. Being able to see you guys, reminisce brings me back to those healthiest times again. Getting off this podcast or going through this podcast, I feel a lot more healthier. I know this is hip hop and health, so I want to be able to tie that in. I feel good right now, and I think for everybody who is watching, if you haven't reached out to a friend from 26 years ago, reach out to them and talk about the good times, because it's sometimes you're not promised tomorrow, but you can always prepare for tomorrow.
Appreciate you, brother. So we want to celebrate 309 Day. Again, we do this every year. We stay in contact, but there's something different about seeing each other. And like Kid was just saying, reaching out to somebody. And last year he was working a bit, coming out to Oregon, and we were connecting, a few times throughout the year. Even came out to the Man Cave one time. And we talked several times about just how good it feels to see somebody in person and to talk to them on the phone. We can send a little text message or the Instagram DM or there's something different about when you actually look at somebody and just share your energy and your love and wish goodness and health and love on them. So we invite you to do that like we did tonight. It was a celebration. I appreciate all my brothers. I appreciate Mainetain, my brother Filet. And it's just a beautiful thing. We appreciate y'all riding with us on the Hell Years podcast. We're coming back next week, and we're going to give it up for Nate Dogg. Nate D-O-double-G is going down. So, yeah, we're just call it a night, and it's all love. Hip-hop is health. I don't think I have my sweeper ready to go, so we'll just play the intro one more time. Peace.
Beats.
309ers.
Yay!
309ers.
That
Real
shit
dog.
knocks.
It does.
I see you, Ed.
And we're out.
Peace.